My beloved child, something shifted the moment you chose silence over reaction. In that quiet space, when you said nothing, when you stepped back instead of chasing, a beautiful change quietly began to form. You thought nothing was happening. But everything was happening. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you right now. Your soulmate is standing in a realization they cannot ignore anymore. The silence you held was not emptiness. It was power. It created space for truth to rise. While you were wondering if they forgot you, they were replaying your presence in their mind again and again. The way you listened, the way you understood, the way you didn't force what wasn't ready. That quiet moment became the turning point. You were meant to hear this because you almost gave up. You almost believed that nothing would change. But the truth is the pause was necessary. When noise disappears, clarity arrives. And clarity is arriving for them right now. They are seeing what they couldn't see before. They are feeling what they tried to ignore. And it's not dramatic. It's deep. It's calm. It's certain. Clear's throat, there is a beautiful shift happening behind the scenes. Not loud, not chaotic. But steady, mature, intentional. They are preparing themselves to show up differently, to speak differently, to act with intention instead of confusion. That quiet moment you experienced was not rejection. It was alignment in progress. You may not see messages yet. You may not hear words yet, but energy always moves before actions do. And the energy has changed. Something inside them softened. Something inside them decided that losing you is not an option. Not out of fear, but out of realization. Stay till the end because this part matters. The change that is coming is not just about romance. It's about growth. They are ready to step forward with a clearer heart. They are ready to bring peace instead of mixed signals. They are ready to choose with confidence instead of hesitation. And here is the surprising truth. Your quiet strength awakened their courage. You didn't need to convince them. You didn't need to argue. Your calm presence spoke louder than words ever could. Something huge is waiting for you. Not in a distant future, not in a fantasy, but in a real grounded moment that is slowly approaching. You were meant to hear this because doubt tried to take your faith. But this connection is evolving, not ending. In the next part, you will understand exactly what they are planning and why this beautiful change will feel different from anything you have experienced before. There is a moment happening right now that you cannot see, but you can feel it in your chest. While you were learning to let go with grace, your soulmate was learning what your absence truly means. The quiet between you was never empty. It was sacred space where truth could finally breathe. Don't skip. What you're about to understand changes everything. They have been reflecting in ways they never did before. Late at night, in small ordinary moments, your presence rises in their thoughts with unexpected clarity. Not as a memory to miss, but as a future to protect. That is the difference. And that difference is everything. Something inside them has matured. It's subtle but powerful. The confusion that once clouded their heart is dissolving. They are recognizing that what they felt with you was not common. It was rare. It was steady. It was safe. And safe suddenly feels more valuable than excitement without depth. Stay till the end because this is the part no one talks about. The quiet moment you experienced triggered a mirror. They saw themselves clearly. They saw where they hesitated, where they held back, where they underestimated what you meant to them. And instead of running from that realization, they are stepping toward it. Here is the surprising revelation. They are preparing to approach you differently. Not with vague words, not with uncertainty but with intention. The beautiful change mentioned in this title is not poetic exaggeration. It is a decision forming in their heart. They are ready to communicate with clarity, ready to close patterns, ready to express what they once kept guarded. This shift did not happen because of pressure. It happened because of realization. And realization is stronger than impulse. Something huge is waiting for you. But it will not arrive in chaos. It will arrive in calm confidence. You will notice it in their tone, in their patience, in the way they prioritize you without being asked. You were meant to hear this because doubt tried to convince you that silence meant the end. But silence was the bridge. And now they are crossing it. In the next moment you least expect, the energy between you will feel different. Not forced, not dramatic, just undeniably aligned. And when that moment arrives, you will understand why the quiet was necessary all along. A quiet decision has already been made in a heart that once hesitated. You cannot see it yet, but it is real. While you were rebuilding your own peace, your soulmate reached a turning point. Not out of pressure, not out of loneliness, but out of clarity. They finally understand that what they feel for you is not temporary. It is intentional. Don't skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There was a night when everything became clear for them. A simple ordinary moment that suddenly felt different. Your absence was no longer just silence. It became a mirror reflecting what truly matters. And in that reflection, they saw you standing steady, calm, and irreplaceable. This is the once-in-a-lifetime realization. They are no longer questioning whether you are right for them. They are questioning how they can become right for you. That shift changes everything. The beautiful change after the quiet moment is not dramatic. It is deep. It is thoughtful. It is mature. They are preparing to approach you with honesty they once avoided. They are ready to speak words they once held back. And when they do, it will not feel rushed. It will feel certain. You may sense it soon. A different energy, a softer tone, a stronger presence. The way they look at you will carry intention instead of confusion. The way they listen will feel grounded instead of distracted. Stay till the end because this part matters more than you think. The quiet was not meant to separate you. It was meant to elevate the connection. It removed noise. It removed ego. It removed impulsive reactions. What remains now is sincerity. Something huge is waiting for you. And it begins with a conversation that feels different from all the others. Not louder, just clearer, not dramatic, just genuine. You were meant to hear this because timing is aligning. The moment you stop chasing is the moment they started choosing. And when two people choose each other with awareness instead of urgency, the foundation becomes unshakable. The next step will not be random. It will feel guided by calm confidence. And when it happens, you will realize that the quiet was never the end of your story. It was the chapter where everything finally began to make sense. Everything is about to feel different and you will not even see it coming. There is a calm before a beautiful shift and you are standing in it right now. The silence that once felt heavy is turning into anticipation. Your soulmate is no longer standing at the edge of uncertainty. They have stepped into awareness and that awareness is guiding their next move. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They have been replaying the last quiet moment between you, not with regret, but with understanding. They now see that your silence was strength. Your patience was love without pressure, and that realization is reshaping how they see the future. Here is the surprising truth. They are planning to show up in a way you once hoped for but stopped expecting. Not with grand gestures meant to impress you. Not with dramatic words meant to overwhelm you. But with steady action, with consistency, with a clarity that feels rare and unforgettable. The beautiful change mentioned in this title is not about a sudden confession. It is about alignment. It is about two hearts reaching the same conclusion at the same time. While you were focusing on your own growth, they were quietly doing the same. You may soon notice small signs, a message that feels intentional, a conversation that feels deeper than usual, a look that carries certainty instead of hesitation. These are not coincidences. They are the first signs of a new chapter forming. Stay till the end because the most powerful part is this. They are no longer afraid of what this connection means. They are ready to embrace it, ready to nurture it, ready to protect it. Something huge is waiting for you and it will feel peaceful, not chaotic. It will feel right, not rushed. It will feel like two people finally standing on the same page after walking through silence alone. You were meant to hear this because your heart needed reassurance without illusion. This is not fantasy. This is growth meeting growth. And when that kind of meeting happens, the change is not temporary. It is beautiful. It is lasting. And it is closer than you think. The next message you receive will not feel ordinary. It will carry a weight you cannot explain at first. Not heavy, but meaningful. The kind of meaning that makes your heart pause for a second before it beats again. Because this time, the energy behind their words will be different. Don't skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has crossed an invisible line within themselves. They are no longer debating whether to move forward. They are deciding how to move forward in the right way. That quiet moment you both experienced has transformed into a silent promise forming inside their heart. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation. They finally understand that what they feel with you is not replaceable. They tried to distract themselves. They tried to focus on other things. But no matter where their attention went, it circled back to you. Not because of attachment, but because of alignment. Because when something is truly meant to grow, distance only clarifies its value. You may soon notice a softness in their approach, a deeper sincerity, a willingness to speak openly about what they want. This is not coincidence. It is preparation meeting opportunity. Stay till the end because the most powerful shift is internal. They are releasing hesitation, releasing pride, releasing the fear of vulnerability. And when someone chooses vulnerability willingly, it changes the entire connection. Something huge is waiting for you and it will feel calm but undeniable. It will feel like two paths that wandered separately are gently finding their way back to the same direction. You were meant to hear this because doubt whispered that the quiet meant loss. But the quiet was transformation. It refined both of you. It matured the bond. It removed the noise that once confused everything. When the next step happens, it will not feel rushed. It will feel destined in the most grounded way possible. And in that moment, you will realize that the silence was never empty. It was the space where a beautiful change was being prepared just for you. There is a heartbeat between you that has never stopped. Even in silence, you felt distance, but the connection kept breathing beneath the surface. And now that steady rhythm is about to rise into something visible, not dramatic, not overwhelming, just undeniable. Don't skip this part. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate is no longer thinking in what if. They are thinking in when. That is the transformation. The quiet moment that once felt uncertain has turned into quiet determination. They are not rushing because they want this to last. They are not hesitating because they finally know what this means. Here is the shocking yet beautiful truth. They are imagining a future with you more seriously than you ever realized. Not in fantasy, not in impulse, but in grounded, thoughtful ways. They are considering how to show up better, how to communicate clearer, how to protect what feels rare. This is not the energy of someone unsure. This is the energy of someone preparing. You may sense it before it fully arrives. A subtle pull. A sudden warmth when their name crosses your mind. An unexpected calm replacing old doubts. These are quiet signals that alignment is happening on both sides. Stay till the end because the next phase will feel different from anything before. It will not be built on chasing or guessing. It will be built on mutual recognition. Two people who walked through silence and came out wiser. Something huge is waiting for you and it will not announce itself loudly. It will unfold naturally. A conversation that feels effortless. A moment of eye contact that says more than words. A confession that carries certainty instead of confusion. You were meant to hear this because your heart needed confirmation that the quiet was not wasted time. It was preparation. It was refinement. It was the space where both of you grew into the version capable of sustaining something real. When they finally step forward fully, you will not feel surprised. You will feel ready. And in that readiness, you will understand that the beautiful change began the moment you chose peace over pressure. The moment you stopped trying to control the outcome began moving toward you. There is a quiet orchestration happening that you cannot see yet, but you can feel it in subtle ways. The air feels lighter. Your thoughts about them feel calmer. That is not coincidence. That is alignment settling into place. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has reached a realization that surprised even them. They understand now that what they experienced with you was not just chemistry. It was recognition. The kind of recognition that feels like meeting someone you have known in another chapter of life. Familiar, safe, deep. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime truth. They are ready to close the gap between feeling and action. For a long time, they carried emotions quietly. They analyzed. They waited. They questioned their own heart. But the quiet moment you both went through stripped away the distractions. It made them face what truly matters. And what matters is you. They are preparing to speak with clarity, not in fragments, not in confusion, but in full sentences that reflect growth. When they come forward, you will notice the difference immediately. There will be steadiness in their voice, presence in their eyes, intention in their words. Stay till the end because this shift is not only about them. It is about you too. You have changed. You are no longer willing to accept uncertainty. You are no longer willing to chase what does not choose you. And that self-respect is what makes this connection stronger than before. Something huge is waiting for you. And it will feel like peace instead of chaos. It will feel like clarity instead of guessing. It will feel like two hearts finally understanding that the quiet was not distance. It was preparation. When the moment arrives, it will not feel overwhelming. It will feel right, as if everything that happened before was simply leading to this aligned step forward. And in that step, you will realize that the beautiful change began long before you saw it. It began the instant both of you chose growth over noise. Right when you thought the story had reached its quietest point, a new chapter began turning its page. You could not hear it. You could not see it. But something shifted in the unseen space between you. The silence that once felt uncertain is now filled with intention. Your soulmate is no longer standing still. They are moving inwardly toward a decision that feels irreversible. Don't skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There was a realization that caught them off guard. It happened in an ordinary second, a familiar song, a memory, a simple thought of you that suddenly felt different. Not nostalgic, not painful, but illuminating. They understood that the peace they feel when thinking about you is rare, and rare things are not meant to be ignored. Here is the surprising truth. They are no longer afraid of choosing you openly. The quiet moment you shared became a turning point. It showed them what life feels like without your presence close. And instead of feeling free, they felt something missing. That absence clarified your value more than any conversation ever could. You may soon sense a deeper pull, a shift in timing, an unexpected invitation to reconnect in a way that feels calm but intentional. This will not be a repeat of the past. It will feel elevated, balanced, ready. Stay till the end because this is where it becomes powerful. They are not just thinking about reaching out. They are preparing to build differently, to show consistency instead of confusion, to offer clarity instead of silence. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive in a form that feels almost gentle. A message that carries weight. A conversation that feels aligned. A moment where both of you recognize that the quiet was never an ending. You were meant to hear this because doubt tried to convince you that nothing was changing. But beneath the surface, everything was rearranging. When this next step unfolds, you will feel it instantly. Not as shock, but as confirmation. Confirmation that the beautiful change began the very second both of you chose growth over noise, patience over pressure, and truth over uncertainty. A door you thought had quietly closed is slowly opening from the other side. You did not push it. You did not knock. You simply stepped back and chose your peace. And in that space, your soulmate began walking toward the very connection they once hesitated to define. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There has been a silent commitment forming in their heart. Not announced, not dramatic, but firm. They have moved past confusion, past ego, past overthinking. What remains now is clarity that feels calm and certain. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation. They see you as their future, not just their present. That realization did not come quickly. It came after reflection. After imagining life without you in it, after understanding that the quiet moment you both experienced was not distance, but awakening. It showed them what truly matters. You may soon notice something unexpected. A conversation that feels deeper than usual. A vulnerability you have never heard from them before. A tone that carries sincerity instead of hesitation. These are not small details. These are signs of emotional readiness. Stay till the end because the most powerful part is this. They are ready to choose consistency, to build trust slowly but surely, to create something steady instead of uncertain. The beautiful change promised in this title is not a sudden spark. It is a steady flame that refuses to fade. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will feel like alignment rather than surprise. It will feel like two hearts finally speaking the same language after seasons of silence. You were meant to hear this because your patience was not invisible. Your strength was not unnoticed. The quiet moment was the test of maturity, and both of you passed it. When the next step unfolds, you will not feel confusion. You will feel recognition. Recognition that this connection was never lost. It was simply preparing to return stronger, clearer, and ready to bring the beautiful change you have been quietly hoping for. What is about to happen will feel like destiny finally catching up with you. You have walked through silence. You have questioned, reflected, grown. And now the energy between you and your soulmate is no longer paused. It is accelerating quietly, powerfully, intentionally. Don't skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a decision forming that will change the direction of this connection forever. Not because of pressure, not because of timing alone, but because both of you have evolved into the versions capable of sustaining something real. Your soulmate is no longer wondering if this is special. They know it is. They have reached the point where imagining a future without you feels incomplete. That realization is not emotional impulse. It is clarity after reflection. Here is the surprising truth. They are ready to express commitment in a way they never have before. Not rushed, not dramatic, but sincere, grounded, thoughtful. The quiet moment you both endured became the foundation for something stronger than excitement. It became the foundation for intention. You may soon experience a conversation that shifts everything. A moment where unspoken feelings finally find words. A confession that feels calm but life-changing. When it happens, it will not feel overwhelming. It will feel right. Stay till the end because this is where it becomes undeniable. The beautiful change promised in this title is not just emotional, it is practical. It is visible. It is two people choosing to move forward with awareness instead of fear. Something huge is waiting for you, and it carries the energy of alignment of timing that makes sense of hearts that are no longer running from what they feel. You were meant to hear this because your patience had a purpose. Your silence had meaning. The quiet moment was not empty space. It was preparation for this exact turning point. And when it unfolds fully, you will understand that the change was never sudden. It was destined. There is a moment approaching that will quietly redefine everything you thought you understood. You have felt the shift building. The calm before something meaningful. The sense that the story between you and your soulmate